You want to be that?
Well, they're the baddest thing you've ever seen. No
Really?
one messes with the honey
like they
badger.
rule the jungle.
They rule everything.
I am totally Googling what that looks like.
No person or animal will mess with the honey badger.
Whoa, all right, back off. All right, so Joachim brings us Orthaheel. This is cracking me up. And he brings us two styles in the show today. And this one is called the Sara, and it is on clearance. And when I tell you it is such a rare, rare thing to have any Orthaheel shoes on clearance, Vionic shoes on clearance, these are marked down almost $40. This is a $108 Vionic shoe, and it's $64 and change. It's a cute little Mary Jane in keeping with this idea of transitional winter to spring footwear. And then of course there's no reorder on clearance items, so you need to know that. And then as I take you through colors, please know these actually do come in whole and half sizes. We've sold over 40,000, and you're getting an additional set of insoles. So Joachim will explain what those are and why, but you should know just these on their own are normally like
35,
right?
yeah,
40 bucks.
yep.
So that's a huge, and use them in your other shoes. Okay,
Good
so down
idea.
here the color, cognac. Cute little cognac Mary Jane. Then this is gonna be our navy. Love that. Can't believe these are in clearance. Unbelievable. $108 for 64. Black.
Classic black. Go with anything in your dresser.
Black. If I didn't make it clear, that's hook and loop closure, so how easy is that to get on? Yep. Whole and half sizes. And then the color of 2015, so says Pantone, is this Marsala wine color. So there's that. Buddy, what's the story with offering us an additional set of insoles?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, the insole that you get, it's a little bit firmer density EVA. So that's what they use in a lot of those high-end type of sneakers out there. So if you're not familiar with Vionic, with Orthaheel, or haven't worn them before, it may feel a little bit different, because again, if you've been out of your regular or natural position for so long, it may get to be kind of an adjustment time.
Yeah.
So you can start off by wearing the lesser density EVA. So
softer transition.
Exactly, softer transition. Then you can work your way up. But the other thing, like you just said, you can pop these into one of your favorite shoes at home.
I mean, sorry,
right?
but you can. So that being said, though, both insoles, including the extra set, still have the medical grade Dr. Phil Vasili from Australia invented technology, which is this universal orthotic that fits all feet and yet really does the same job that the custom ones that I ordered once for 400 bucks do.
You're exactly right. So Phil Vasili, Australian podiatrist, he saw thousands of patients, and what he was able to do over his years of practice was to find an average of all those corrections that he was making. They were really due to those issues of overpronation, which like 70 or 75% of us deal with. So here you have a nice deep heel cup and an arch support that's going to help realign your body back into its natural position. Look, we have these hard, flat surfaces that we walk on all the time. You know, when are you really walking on sand and grass barefoot? Hardly ever. Maybe spring, summer, maybe you're at the beach. So most of the time you're walking on tile, hardwood floors, concrete. We need to be in, well, you know, purposely walking on soft soils. And so it's like you have sand and grass under your foot when you have the Orthaheel technology in your footbed. So that is really what's aligning you, not just your feet, but essentially your body back into its natural position.
By the way, though, that always very science, science, science. Does that look science, science, science?
Not
That is
at all.
a cute little Mary Jane. So I'm going to take Joachim over here because Stacey Ann is standing by. And this, again, is a clearance opportunity. Tons of them you're going to see throughout this Winter Fun Friday as we mark down winter stuff, knowing that you're getting ready for spring. This is what we always do with Vionic Orthaheels. Why?
Absolutely. Because it's so profound what you're going to see that the Orthaheel technology can do for you. Just so you, I don't know if it's a little trivia, but you know that the average person, when they get to the age of 50, walks 75,000 miles.
You're kidding.
75,
in their life so far.
Yes. Wow. Think about how much wear and tear that is on your feet, right?
Correct.
So on all these hard, flat surfaces, like you see Stacey Ann here, this is what's going on. On this hard, flat surface, you can see that the lines that we've drawn on her foot to ankle to about halfway up her shin, those lines are crooked because her foot is rolling over trying to meet the ground. Now, we didn't draw them on there crookedly. We actually drew them on straight. Her being on this hard, flat surface, her foot is rolling over trying to meet the ground. She has no support underneath her arch. This is what we call overpronation or excess pronation. Common causes of those aches and pains you get in the foot, the knee, and even the lower back area. So let me just use my hand and adjust her into what we call the neutral position. Look how nice and straight those lines are now. This is what it looks like if your foot was on sand or grass. But if I let her grow, watch what happens. Immediately, again, her foot's rolling over. And again, 5, 8, 10,000 steps a day. That's a lot of wear and tear on the soft tissues of the foot. And again, it's a trickle-up effect that it goes through the entire body. So why don't we put her into that Orthaheel technology, getting in your way there.
And look at how it just righted her.
That is instantaneous.
Yep.
That correction. I want to show you something from the side too, if I can. I'll just pop the insert out. Now, this is the original insert that you get. Look at that. That line that we've drawn on her arch there has a nice curvature because the Orthaheel technology is really hugging the contours of her foot.
Yeah.
Let's pop her out of that. Look what happens. Boom, it's like flatlined. So you can see there's zero support underneath there. So this is, again, exactly what you're getting when you get the Orthaheel technology. It's like getting your footprint back. Instead of your foot rolling over trying to meet the ground, it's like the ground's coming up and meeting your foot.
So one of the things I wanted to do in this show today was not only bring you like crazy markdowns for winter, but also a fast forward, like look ahead to transition into spring. And this is actually a 2-in-1 because you are getting a crazy clearance markdown, but you're also getting a transitional shoe that'll take you into spring. And it is one of those styles that is so endlessly, timelessly classic that you can wear with tights with socks, with skirts with jeans, with shorts with that, leggings and beyond. It's a little Mary Jane, and the price is extraordinary, but we're just not reordering this one. So keep in mind, it comes in whole and half sizes. And the only thing I just want to bear home, because I was sharing with your other teammates, Liam and beyond, that I went to the foot doctor over the holidays because I thought I broke my toe. And when I was there, he actually was selling Orthaheel Vionic shoes in the exam room. Like there was a whole bunch of them, like display set up. So I was so impressed because I always know that to be the truth with you guys.
You're probably schooling him
well,
on it, right?
a little bit, yeah. But then to see it actually happen in real time in a real doctor's office was very cool.
That's neat.
And yet these don't look like science shoes.
That's the whole point.
And your feet, it's not just a foot story. It becomes a knee story, an ankle story, a hip story, a lower back story, because everything is connected. When one thing in your body gets happier, other things start to work and move better too.
Yeah, and your mind. I know when my feet are hurting, I'm not in a great mood at all.
It's so true. Over 500 pairs ordered. You're getting an exceptional clearance price given that these would normally go for well over $108. And the easy pay we invite you to use because there's no charge to do it, and it's less than 20 bucks just to get these home and try them out. If you've not tried anything but their sandals, what a great way to move into their shoes.
Absolutely.
Don't go too far, okay?
I won't. I'll see you in a few minutes, actually.
I asked Joachim if he would bring something by to encourage us to get active. And he said, how serious are you? Because I hear you're not active. I said, I'm not, but I want to be. And here is